What's good? It's your girl, Miss Aaliyah Renee, and we're here again with another episode. So, y'all, today is my testimony episode where y'all, I'm so happy. And I'm kind of like, normally, I don't like to put out anything that I have good for myself in the universe because I've had so many people that hated on me or just felt like their energy wasn't good. And now this new Revolve person or me, a version of me, I should say, I'm aware of those things and I'm kind of hesitant about sharing good news or sharing certain things with everybody, like specific people or certain ones that I feel are on the same wave as me, I'm cool with. But so this is kind of new, me putting this out. When somebody said, hey, this is your testimony. This is something that somebody else may be in the same situation, and you can be a light to them, or you can kind of give some more light on what you went through. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, when I tell you God is like, God is amazing. He is a merciful and gracious God. If y'all not religious, that's on you. Devil get blessings too, but he can never match to what God can do. And when I say what God can do, when things are like a negative, like you can't, this is impossible, this is not gonna happen, God always make a way. So here's my testimony. I've been through a lot, you know what I'm saying? And I'm getting back on my feet. So I had something drastic happen to me where kind of, earlier this year or last year I lost my job. Earlier this year, some transitioning happened with people that was in my life. And I kind of went on a full spiritual journey. Now, I've always been big on Christianity, but I really, really tapped in like within the past 7 months, 8 months. Like I started paying attention to energies, paying attention to my energy, my spirit, what I put out. And I consider myself always been a good person. Like I'm not out here doing nothing jacked up. But I felt like it was more that I can do, even when it comes to certain little things I know God wasn't pleased with. I've removed those situations out of my life. And I pray more honestly. I pray like, steadheartedly with a pure spirit, and any chance I can get to talk about God, I'm always doing it, because I know He said if you ashamed of me, He gonna be ashamed of. If we ashamed of Him, He's gonna be ashamed of us in front of His Father, and I don't want them problems because He be looking out, right? So I've always been a person, especially recent, well, the past few years, to be like, God don't play about me. Like He seriously don't play about me. You can't put any evil, and every time the devil try to put up roadblocks or put up circumstances that you think you can't make it through, God has opened those doors. Situations that manifested itself from me speaking it, me believing earnestly in it, it's happening. So of course I told you guys I'm in school, and I'm working full time in the salon. Like my clientele, I am booked and busy. Like I came from doing it in my house for like 3 people to every day I have 2 to 3 clients, sometimes more than that. Like this week Saturday I had like 5 to 6 people in one day. You know what I'm saying? So it's just things can happen overnight, in a minute, in a second. Things can change for your life. And so most of you guys that follow me from the beginning know I lost my daughter back in 2009. I had a Charger, and that Charger meant everything. I had got the car for her. It was a bigger car than what I had before, and the way the seats made fit better for the special car seat she had. When she passed away, I lost that car. I just felt like I didn't even want to get it back. It just had too many memories knowing that I got it for her. So I got me a 2005 Toyota Corolla. I've had that car for 12 years, y'all. 12 years, and I have no problems with it. So just recently, she started doing some crazy stuff. Nothing too major. She didn't break down, thank God. And that's how merciful God is, because that's like I said last week or 2 weeks ago, that's my biggest fear, breaking down. I ain't for that. Like, ew. But I always felt like, man, it's time for telling myself it's time for me to get a new car. Like this one, I've outgrown it. image wise, on top of just mentally, I just feel like it's time for me to kind of mature and get something better. That's how I think, right? So I was talking to God, I'm praying. And a situation, like I said, I had to remove certain people, but sometimes the devil come in people and put things up against you that had nothing to do with you, but it affects you, it affects your lifestyle, it affects your finances. And you think people will be good and make well with things they done. The devil ain't out here making well with what he done. I guarantee you he ain't gonna admit any of his flaws. And that's pretty much what I dealt with. And you still hope people will do well. Ain't no point of getting allowed when they ain't got nothing. So what's the point of going to court and all of that? So when you think you can't get something because of somebody else, that's the worst feeling. You feel stuck. And for years, because of this situation, I felt stuck. I was angry. That situation was always the elephant in the room. It held back growth in certain situations pertaining to those involved. It just was a huge, huge mishap that set me back after I had just got myself up from losing my child. You know what I'm saying? So the things that come with that, finances wise. So I've been praying to God to bless my finances. I've been praying to God to bless me, that I can get a car that I like. The one that I wanted, it was in my heart, it was in my spirit, but I knew I was like, at this point, I can't afford it. And I was cool with that. You know what I'm saying? I was cool with that. It's nice. It's a bad car now. So I just prayed for something that was humbling. Nothing major. Something just was humbling, right? So Black Friday just passed last Friday, y'all. And I went out there to look for a car. And the only option was the one that I didn't think I ever would be able to afford. And then another one that wasn't what I really wanted, but it was in the range that I can afford. Now, with both of them, with that situation I said the devil had, chances were, though I was looking. I've been looking for a minute. I've been looking for 2 years, and it just never worked out in my favor. That's why I've been so earnestly praying. And I thank my father, my earthly father, he went with me. And we prayed. He asked to pray before it started. You know what I'm saying? And I respect that so much, because that just shows your foundation. That shows like what type of person you are. So even if that salesperson had been a worshiper of the devil, nothing formed against me was going to prosper. That's how we was. That right there, that prayer was something sealing that he was going to protect me against anything evil, anything that wasn't any type of games, people try to play with you in this market of dealing with the world, right? It was definitely nerve-wracking, and I ain't even gonna say that because my spirit was so calm throughout the whole process. And if anybody know, when y'all purchase a car, it takes forever. Like, it's a long process. And the numbers came back, of course, with the situation I said the devil put in. It wasn't looking like it was supposed to be looking, right? So my spirit was calm, and of course I was a little like, God, if it ain't for me, it is what it is. I know you're gonna make it work one way or the other. If I gotta go get me a little smaller car that ain't what I want, that's cool too. I just need a new whip. I ain't trying to break down. When I tell you, the man went in, right? I got approved for the car that I didn't even pray for, because I didn't feel like I could afford it. I felt that way. I got the car that I actually wanted, not the one that I thought I could afford, but the one that I actually desired, the one that was in my heart and spirit, that one day, if I was financially where I wanted to be, I would have this car. I got that car, y'all. And when I tell you, I ain't a person that cry in front of nobody. Like, y'all ain't about to get all these emotions. I tell you, I'm very, very secretive and private with myself about certain things. You're not going to get too many emotions out of me, right? I don't know why I keep saying right. But, y'all, I just cried. And it wasn't like no, like it was tears of joy and happiness, where it's just tears run down, where you just, all you can do is thank God. And I don't know who's been through anything like this. And I've had little things. I think this has been the biggest reason. Well, I can't even say that, because even with me working in the shop, that's huge too. So I'm forever, every moment I get, like all the past few days, any silent moment that I get, I'm thanking God. And all I can say is I did it with him, and I was honest about it. Like if you ain't living right, you can say, oh yeah, God, but God help me. Nah, he didn't. That was the devil. And the devil blessings come with like consequences and other things. Please believe. Devil have flashy things, but it's on the small right, and there's some BS behind it. It's some mess that you don't want. But this was so honest because I know I've been working on me. I know I haven't been entertaining anything that wasn't good for my spirit, not partaking in anything that wasn't good for my spirit, or doing anything that would make my God upset. And that's like a real leveling up for me. Like leveling up to everybody is different. For me, it's to be in a better place spiritually, because I'm trying to get all these blessings. Like, yo, those who playing around, y'all can get y'all blessings from the devil, but them don't last. I'm trying to continue to prosper, to continue to grow. And of course, storms gonna come, because you see what happened to Job. I'm well understanding of that. And this world right here don't supposed to be something that we enjoy. Then we wouldn't have a reason to go to heaven. But I'm here to testify that trust in God, like put your faith in him, manifest the things that you desire and you want, and make sure you're living where he can give you those things. And sometimes what we think we want, or what we think we want, sometimes he can, or most of the times, he gonna give you more than what you even ask for, that you don't even think. Things like that you think that you supposed to have, or it'll fit in what you have going on. God can go higher than that. He can give you something that you didn't even, like here you say, oh, well, I'm gonna get me a townhome, or I'm gonna get me a house that's an older house because I can't afford a new house. Here's an example. And boom, God put it in a place where not only did you get a new house, you got a newer house that you didn't even think that you can afford. And you ain't even have to prove your income or anything, any obstacle that can put in place to stop that blessing from happening. Exactly what happens to me. I didn't have to prove my income. I just started this. I just started working full time. I don't have a 9-to-5 like everybody else. I work actually more than 9 to 5, but I don't have a punch in, clock in type of job no more. I'm an entrepreneur, and it's difficult. Like my other business, we're gonna speak it that it does better. It's running slow. But here, my new business, which I've been doing for a while, it's booming. So I pray my finances, not because I want to be rich. That's definitely not it. I don't want the things that come with riches. I want to be in a situation where I can help others. And I ain't talking about people with their hands out. We ain't talking about that. I'm talking about to really change people's lives in a good way. Like homeless people who are seriously homeless, not the ones out here wanting beers and drugs. That ain't what. It's people out here that's really don't have anyone, don't have food, and don't have clothes, and want to get off the street. Them the type of people that I want to help. You know what I'm saying? Sincere people that's wanting better. Because a lot of people out here is stuck in the devil. They don't want better. They enjoy the lifestyle on the streets. So I want to get in a circumstance, and y'all can look at it how you want. Again, this is what I'm manifested on and what I feel, how I want to help, to be honest with people. I want somebody, if you're going through something, because I was there. I wasn't per se homeless because I had family to stay with, but when my daughter had all them illnesses and all the situations that was going on with her, I couldn't work. And I had a 3-year-old. So to lose your stuff, and if my family wasn't there, I probably would have been on the streets. But I trusted God. And that's when I say I know God don't play about me, because things that I've been through, others may not have made it. You never will see. I don't look like what I've been through. That's a blessing. So I'm here today to give you guys my testimony, to let you know, if you serve God honestly, if you talk about God and you live in the way that he said for you to live, he is going to bless you. And sometimes those who don't pretend and fake, and it ain't for me to judge. Your actions will always judge. That's what I tell a lot of people. You say you this and you say you that. I could care less what you say. Your words mean nothing. Your actions mean everything. So if you really sincerely serve God, he gonna open doors. When you thought you couldn't go any further, he's gonna push you further. He's gonna make it a way for you out of no way. So if it's something going on in your life right now where you feel like, man, I don't know how I'm gonna make it, tap in with God. Make sure you're doing what you're supposed to. Make sure that you got any distractions that's stopping you from hearing his calling or hearing his spirit when you do wrong, or when, just hearing his spirit in general. You got to block them type of people, because some people can come around and just take those, bring bad energy and block all the stuff that you could, like hearing the Holy Ghost and all of that. I feel like people can block that with their devilish ways or just their energy. I don't know, I'm big on that energy stuff because I've been through this. Like, I never talk about things I haven't been through. I talk about what I witnessed, what I've been through, what I know. So I'm here to say what's for you is going to be for you, no matter who try to stop you, what devil. And devil don't always come in people. It come in devices. It come in different circumstances. It come in places. It comes in everything that's there to block you from being better, block you from being closer with God, and block you from making to your destiny or being greater. So if you're serious, talk to God, man. I mean, like, seriously, be consistent with it too. Talk to God, and I promise you, he gonna show out for you, because what he have bestowed upon your life is for you. And each one of us, he has something especially for you if you his child. So hopefully, y'all, my testimony, kind of help somebody that was feeling down, feeling low, or going through the storm. Because again, I've been there. I've been there when I didn't see the way, when I ain't know how I was going to make it. And just because I got this blessing right now, don't mean the devil going to stop. The devil going to be really, really more on my track, really trying to be like, man, how you going to make this payment? How you going to do this? Oh, you tired. You don't need to go to work. He going to come with all kind of ways, but I'm going to make sure I stay prayed up. I keep all these negative people around me that be walking around with them demons and the devil in them. I don't want that type of energy. So hopefully, again, I inspired somebody with my testimony for you not to give up, for you to continue to trust in God. That, again, what's for you is going to be for you, no matter what the devil say, what the devil does, or what blocks or obstacles come in your life where you feel like you can't get out. He's going to make a way. You ain't going to know until you trust in him and you allow him to do it. And I promise you, he'll make a way. So y'all, like, subscribe, definitely. If you rocking with this, I don't know, let me know your testimony. I'm just here for it. So I hope you guys have a blessed week. I'm wishing blessings upon everyone, and hope everyone prosper in the most positive way for the rest of this week, the rest of this year. Y'all, my birthday coming up, so hit me some shout outs for my birthday, December 3rd. And yeah, I'm out, y'all.